A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They go play action with Burrow. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They run for it with Mixon, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. 5 yards remain on second down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Rolling to his right. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Play action. It's Burrow. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And, boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Fourth down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Here we go, set, 45, right. 19, right 19. Go, D, let's go. Ready, go.
They start the drive with Cook. And some room to roam. Down the numbers. There he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 76 yards. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9 now. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
22 needle. Ready, go.
Left side, Cook. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Go pitch. You, yellow.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. This one complete to Ingram. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gay's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll throw. They'll roll him out right. He finds his running back, Mixon. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 41 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Second and 1. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Cook up the gut. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Green Jack.
Second and 6. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Mega. Black Ultra.
They'll set up to throw. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Black shot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Ready, go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10, we're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
Seal, black.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Needle blue.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go, set. 50, green. Watch out now. 50, fury. White, white.
Back to throw. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Burrow, sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play there, getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Cook again. And some room to maneuver. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. It's complete to Cook. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got to find.
He's got a man, complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow on the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
11 MT.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
4th down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And they're not going to get the kickoff in time. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go. Dot. Ready. What is that? 11.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's got room. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run again on first down. Cook. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle, it's Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. Handoff right side to Nwangu. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Second and 13. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tyquan Thornton from 21 yards away. And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's going to float this over the middle deep, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 156 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the middle with Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyquan Thornton, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. From the 36, Burrow on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And look at this, another fake. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll dump this off to Cook.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ingram.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to fire one deep left sideline and unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
The CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Minnesota, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.